Hello there. Welcome back to the Mega Man 3 tournament. Tonight we got Green Mario, who is seed number 7, doing the route of top first and has a PB of 34-39. And on our right we have Ppotdot1, who's the seed 10, who does Magnet first and has a PB of 35.50 cents. So it's gonna be quite a bit of work for Pot to pull a win tonight, but let me check if our runners are ready. Hey, looks like they are ready to rumble. I am about to release them to the wild. I am just letting them know to reset, and I am leaving. So the race shall be on its way shortly. So who in the chat is looking for who to win? Does anybody got any crowd favorites? I'm kind of hoping Ppot pulls an upset and wins over our buddy Green Mario. So cheering for Gemini. Okay, so we shall be starting shortly. And we are on our way. We got a route divergence, so Green Mario is going top first, and Ppot is going Magnet first. Okay, so right off the bat we have Green Mario just going through, minimize and killing things to avoid creating as much lag, and just taking out these guts dozers. I did not catch the proto fight on Ppot's side, but I am assuming it just went wonderful. So unlike Green Mario, who will have Rush Jet, Ppot has to go through these Yoku block sections, which is a very pain in the butt. And Green Mario just going for these single block slot and just demolishing everything in his path. And Ppot not far behind. And Green Mario decides to play it risky and goes for that top spin jump. And both of these runners into their respective boss battles fairly close to each other. Let's see who gets out there first. It's gonna be hard to say who will actually be ahead because they're doing two different routes. Yeah, definitely very solid start. Looks like they're like a couple of seconds behind, leaving their respective stages. So Green Mario is heading to Shadow versus Ppot is heading to Hardman. So Ppot right here is gonna go for 3 slides and just kill these bees with magnet. and then he's gonna swap over to Rush Coil and just kill this bee so it doesn't drop these mini bees. And then we have GreenMario. I think his stream might be from. I think he's probably fighting pro right now, or he's already out. I believe Hop is quicker. I believe it's only by a couple seconds, but there's 3 routes, 3 main routes. There's gonna be top first, magnet first, and also Gemini first. There is also a 4th route, which is to get Rush Jet early, which is gonna be Needle. Shouts to Eldra for that route. Our boy Friedel. And right here, GreenMario just making quick work of these parachutes. That can be very disheartening if you get pushed into the pit. And let's see how GreenMario fares with shot. And he just makes quick work. And our boy Eldra is in the chat for Needle first. Oh! And Ppotdot just clutches that fight out, just leaving with 1 HP. Not even sweating it. And right here we have on GreenMario's screen, he is going for Gemini, which is one of the laggiest stage and one of the longer stages. So you will see some runners, not as many these days, go for Gemini first because they just want to get the longest stage out of the way. So now Ppotdot is going to Top Man for and just going through. So what you saw on GreenMario's side is he jumped through a transition where you'd see Pro Man destroy that little thing. But since we jumped through the transition, we don't have any music on us, which in turn ends up creating a lot less lag. So then he has really lags the game when you have both the music and, well, just Mega Man 3 in general just lags in general because it has a lot of stuff going on. And hopefully we don't see a death like we did last night on Fast SI with these single block slides. I just hope I'm not cursing anybody. Hopefully nobody has to make any calls tonight. And he is out of there. No death. And we are heading into the Gemini fight on GreenMario's screen. And he's a little close for comfort in my opinion, but he gets it done. And he is out. I don't know what is going on outside, but all I know is he is out of there, and he must have had a decent fight with Top Man. And now he is going to Shadow where we've already been. So I am going to talk about Needle since we've already been to Shadow. So right here we got these giant needles that are coming down. So we're just waiting on them to fade away. And hopefully he gets this Gemini laser to his porcupine and he is just out. And Ppotdot had a really phenomenal Pro Man fight. And just going through it. And here we're on our way to Needle. Hopefully we don't get any unforeseen lasers, which we did not. And Ppotdot is just using these magnet beams, or not magnet beams, but magnet missiles, which... Oh no! Ppotdot! I feel for him. I had that happen in my race too. Yeah, the dreaded small drop. Because, like, you're generally not ready for it. Yeah, I definitely felt that. So GreenMario's actually going for zips in Snake Man, and he gets the first one pretty quickly. Didn't take him too long. Hopefully he can get that second one fairly quick. I kind of feel like that's probably put Ppotdot like on a slight edge, because now he's behind on already having a deficit as far as PB. And first try, second snakes it. Let's go. And Ppotdot is just demolishing these penguins right here. This first screen is really difficult. So on GreenMario's side, you see him jumping off the top of the screen. That is just so he can reduce any extra lag. So because it lags when you have both Rush and these cloud enemies at the same time. So to avoid the lag, we just jump off the top of the screen. And GreenMario has a pretty decent fight. And Ppotdot is just sliding through. So technically these like big enemies that are all jumbled up are supposed to be big penguins. It's hard to say who's behind and who's ahead right now until they're done with their 8 Oh no! Ppotdot! I guess Ppotdot's gonna make the call. Because this is not a section that you practice with music. When you do practice, you're practicing it without music. So we got Rush, our great amphibious beast right here. Who knew Rush Marine could jump out of water? Give me one. Okay, so give me 1 second. I gotta. Okay, so right here we have GreenMario facing off against Magnet, and he just made quick work of magnet compared to Ppotdot. Yeah, I'm picnicking just a little. I am messaging the staff, seeing what's going on. Okay, looks like we got Ppotdot's stream back. Or not, maybe? But, so... Oh, Ppotdot, no. I don't want to know what's about to happen. Okay, Ppotdot is out of there. Very sketchy, but no bad laser. So, if you ever play this game casually and you miss that laser, it's because that laser is not just one sprite. That's 3 sprites built into one. And is just ridiculously light. And GreenMario just demolishing from it. He does not even give him a chance. And on Ppotdot's side, I believe he is either on his second to last or his last one. And GreenMario is out of fighting Hardman. Okay, so GreenMario is definitely on his last. Okay, so I think this might be Ppotdot's second to last, so he's probably roughly about half a stage behind. Yeah, so I think Ppotdot does Snake last. Which Snake last really isn't the worst, you know? Because I believe you can do it 6 or 8. It just all comes down to the runner's preference. And here we're gonna just roll into Sparkman and just kill him off with Shadow Blade. And he is down. So one thing about Mega Man 3 is you saw Ppotdot trying to line himself up in the center is because if you're not centered, Mega Man's going to have to walk to the center, regardless. If you're on the far left of the screen, he will have to walk his way over. Yeah, it looks like there's slight technical issues, but they're working on it. Or what they can do with it. But Ppotdot is heading into his last robo. And I think Ppotdot's probably about half a state, probably about a minute behind. And it probably does not help that he had that death earlier. I'm hoping that GreenMario's stream comes unstuck at some point. And unfortunately, Ppotdot gets one of those sticky Mega Man 3 ladders. Dreams, please. Okay, so it looks like GreenMario decided to go Doc Gemini. So there's no real reason to go one Doc robot over another, because generally most people do whichever one gives them the most hardest. So some people might start with Doc Spark, some people might start with Gemini, some people might go a different one. Just whatever it, and it looks like Ppotdot is gonna be out of here around 1832. Yeah, 1832. So probably at least a good minute lead for GreenMario. He probably feels very confident knowing that he's got a good lead. But oh, that definitely looks sketchy on GreenMario's side. So one benefit, if you haven't noticed, we're playing on the Japanese version, Rockman 3 instead of Mega Man 3, is a few minute differences. One of which is you keep your iframes through pauses, whereas in the US version it will continue to tick down. And another one is flash band in the US version will shoot a barrage of shots versus one in the Japanese version. So Ppotdot decided to go Doc Needle first. Probably just getting one of the more difficult stages out for him. And he is fighting Airman, so the Doc stages are just I guess basically reimagining of the Mega Man 2. I think that GreenMario got the music despawn, but we will find out coming in this next one. Oh, he definitely got it. It's not as laggy. When you don't get it, it is much more laggy than that. So Ppotdot right here is jumping off the top of the screen just to avoid any extra lag, and it will cause these not butterfly enemies, but these mosquito enemies to basically drop to the positioning where you're at. And Ppotdot is gonna fight these Big Daddy Mets. They take 4 snake shots, and Ppotdot does it with ease. And he's gonna fight one. Oh god, Ppotdot, what are you doing? Please. You really want to take the Met to the next screen? And GreenMario just demolished Woodman. Hopefully GreenMario gets a small drop, or hopefully he's probably just gonna hope he don't get anything. Okay, he just decides to tank it and just go for it instead of switching to top. And we got Heatman coming in. So there is a thing that we can get. We can get some double hits on Heatman, but unfortunately we did not get any double hit, which makes that fight just go like one cycle earlier. Not a huge time save, just very minor things, but all these little minor things, like, they start adding up quickly. So it looks like GreenMario decided to go to Doc Needle right after his his last stage, so he's just basically following right behind Ppotdot. But it just looks like Ppotdot definitely is not playing on the top of his game. And I think because he says, I'm not at the top of my game right now, I am just going to avoid that music despawn in Dark Spark. So that one is very finicky. Either you get it, you can miss it, or die. And he swapped to snakes to he's gonna be fighting Doc quick, and you do not want to take any body hits by quick, because quick can kill you real quick. If you take any hits, it should be... Oh no, Papa, please tell me you have an E-Tank. Oh, Papa playing this risky. He's keeping me on the edge of my seat. Yeah, so the boomerangs only do 2 damage, where I believe body contact does about 8. I don't know if he has a 10. He probably at least has 1. I think I saw 2 when he just paused right there. The worst is when you tank and then you don't need it. And GreenMario going into this clash fight, and he is just going to make quick work of Crash Man. So one thing is, Ppotdot is spawning these tadpole enemies to prevent any extra lag by drop. Because when you pop the little bubble, they'll spawn, then you have to kill them, and sometimes they'll leave drops. So if you spawn them, you won't have to deal with the drop. And I think Doc Spark is GreenMario's last Doc robot, so he is about roughly a good half a stage to a stage ahead. Or a stage and a half at least. But Pod just could not get hit to slide across the spikes. Jesus. And GreenMario just going in to fight Doc Metal, and hopefully he goes for the music despawn. I would like to see it, but then I'd rather not see a death. But that might give a chance for Ppotdot to get back in the game. Is he going for? I think he went for it, and I believe he got it. It definitely looks like he got it. So GreenMario just making quick work through the stage. Just making quick work, and he's gonna take out Doc quick shortly. And I believe he's probably gonna use Snake. So you can also use Gemini as well. But if you miss it, it creates a lot of lag, and Snake is easier to deal with. So Ppotdot also had a music despawn on his side going into Doc Shadow. So right here on GreenMario's side, we have Breakman. who is only weak to Buster, unlike Proman fights Noctime and Break at 27:15. And right here we have good old Dr. Light telling us that Wily stole the Gamma Machine. So we have to go chase after him. Yeah, so Papaya is going for the same strat as GreenMario was, just... Oh no! This is... like, Papaya is just not getting any... Oh, and he gets a big drop to Gemna. I've never seen this before, but using Gemini laser to cross that room? That's definitely a new one. I guess he was using it to avoid any additional swaps. I'm definitely gonna have to ask him about that. So, GreenMario is actually coming up into the turtle maker. So you can use one of two weapons to kill these turtles. You can use either Shadow Blade, or you can use Top Spin. Did he get some double hits? That's good, because it's hard for me to keep eyes on both screens. So, we have GreenMario coming up to what is gonna be called the Easy Devil shortly. So he is taking out these bees that are dropping these mini bees, and hopefully we get his stream back before Easy Devil's gone. But definitely a person of his caliber should get it and should not have any issue. And Ppotdot's just racing through this stage, hoping that GreenMario makes a mistake that could give him some chance to catch up. So Ppotdot is actually going for the same strat that Mario was going for, using Shadow Blade, and he's trying to avoid missing any of them. And I believe he had decent turtles. I'm gonna guess that GreenMario got Easy Devil. So hopefully Ppotdot gets it. That will definitely be something nice. So what we have coming up on GreenMario, so he's gonna jump on Rush Coil, jump up, shoot one shot, and then swap over to top. So one thing about Rush Coil is, or just Rush in general, it will take the property of whatever weapon you're firing, even if it's empty. And Ppotdot, oh god. I'm hoping Ppotdot had some warm-up time, or this is basically his warm-up run, because I don't think he's had any warm-up time. Oh god. So right now we have GreenMario in the refight, and GreenMario is starting with Needle on Snake, then heading over to Shadow Man. Gonna kill him with, oh, he ran out of Shadow. So that actually lets us show that all of our Robo Masters are weak to their own weapon, which is actually really unique, and you don't see it in any other Mega Man. But the one thing you want to be careful is using hard knuckle on hard man, because if you stand too close, you can soft lock. And GreenMario has no problem. Yeah, and Ppotdot got easy up. Easy. It's definitely it's definitely underrated. So we use Gemini on Gemini themselves and Needle to just, because it ends up working out that it does quite a bit of damage to Gemini, and it becomes the next Robo Master's weak. And right now GreenMario is on Spark, and he's just gonna kill Spark and get out of here. There's no reason that he would even need to pick up that one, because that's the last one, and you get a refill after this teleporter. And Ppotdot is now going into the refight. So he's basically like a refights plus the Wily Walker away. So I don't see Ppotdot coming back from this. This is GreenMario's race. But maybe Ppotdot can win game 2 and force us into game 3. Yeah, Ppotdot just definitely is off kilter. And GreenMario, is he? It looks like, oh, he was going for the top spins, but forgetting he's out of top spin. What's going on, GreenMario? He probably hasn't had to do this in quite some time. Oh, GreenMario, what are you doing? This is gotta be the most interesting, but GG to GreenMario. He takes game 1. Okay, so right here we got Ppotdot finishing up his brief fight. Hopefully no deaths. And he is out of here. Okay, so Ppotdot is gonna shoot 2 lag snakes to the left and just mash away shooting snakes because you intentionally create lag to make a quick kill. And who knew? Wily was a robot all along. Hopefully Ppotdot can have a much better camera. Because that was definitely interesting. So he's gonna summon Rush Coil, and then... Oh, he's going for the snake strat. And Ppotdot is done with a 38-38 in race time. I gotta make their second race room. Okay, I am gonna... I am just making sure that our runners, whether they need a quick moment, I think Ppotdot might need it. Okay, so we will be on our way with race 2 very shortly. And while we wait for... GreenMario is just grabbing some water real quick, so... Race 2 will be on its way very shortly. Thank you, SpeedGaming Prime and SpeedGaming 4 for the raids. Okay, looks like our participants are ready. And race 2 shall begin very shortly. Hopefully Ppotdot can be ready for game 2, maybe giving us a game 3. Because that would definitely tip the favor in... could tip it in his balance. So who do you guys believe will win game 2? Do you think Ppotdot will win game 2, or you think GreenMario is just gonna go 2-0? And we are off. We're definitely gonna see a top versus Mag. For those that are just joining us, this is the Mega Man 3 80% tournament. And we have Ppotdot facing GreenMario. GreenMario is... Oh boy. That is not a good start for Ppotdot. Yeah, let's just hope he can come back from that bad start. But GreenMario is definitely taking out these Metos, which create a ton of lag. Just taking out those Mets and just killing these cats, which just going for him. And here he's just coming up on cat number 2 and just gonna destroy him. 2 jumps and a 3rd hop, he is good to go. Okay. We are on our way shortly to Ppotdot doing these Yoku blocks. It looks like Ppotdot's probably about a good 30 seconds behind. Maybe 20. But GreenMario is just making quick work of Top Man, making sure he is centered. Ppotdot, please don't go mad nerd on us. Oh no! Ppotdot just clutching it out with that 1 HP. Hopefully that doesn't put him in a sour mindset after that early death. Hopefully he can come back from it. And he is heading over to Hardman. Get your Hardman jokes out. Get him out of your system. So he's going to slide 3 times, swap to Magnet, then shoot once, shoot twice, and they're down. And then he's going to switch over to Rush Call. And, oh no, he got the mini beast. Not like this. Hopefully there's no commentary curse where we get a death from GreenMario into the pit. That would be so unfortunate. Yes, I was playing a little bit of devil's advocate. Hopefully he does not run out of top spin, because that is definitely something that would not be nice, because Shadow definitely sucks. Fighting Buster Ollie. He's very hard to predict. Tempt that. Yes, I am tempting it. And now we have Ppotdot dealing with... Oh, no! Bees! Why the bees? And he's just gonna take out Proto. Pro doesn't even have a chance to make a lap back to the center. But Ppotdot is just heading over to Hardman fighting. He's gonna make quick work on. Hopefully not like last time, a very 1 HP fight. And he is so on GreenMario side, you see him taking out these penguins and just going through, and he is sliding through the screen transition so he can make sure that he can jump through the skip. And we have a zip coming up. GreenMario just not even going for, or he fired an extra shot which just basically made him miss it. And you'll see GreenMario shooting these bubbles, so he gets these tadpoles that come out early, so he doesn't have to kill them when he's shooting these bubbles down. Hopefully GreenMario doesn't die on these single block slides. He might have to make the call to Rush Marine. Definitely, these single block slides are definitely something that can be notorious, especially with all this additional lag that's popping up. And GreenMario, no! Oh no! Oh god! Oh, he does not have Rush Marine. I forgot. That's well. Oh, he does have Rush Marine. It's Rush Jet he doesn't have. That was definitely a screen. Yeah, like he right at the very. But he definitely made the call. So I definitely don't know if Ppotdot is watching, but that's probably getting Ppotdot some time back. That's definitely, they're basically dead even, leaving their prospective bosses. And now Ppotdot is heading into Shadow Man. Yeah, so one thing you will see trying to fire 3 buster shots at these doors, sometimes one of them will just tink off. And Ppotdot just made quick work of Pro, just not getting him any time. Just demolishing him. But on GreenMario's side, he's going through, trying not to let that death phase him. He's just going for it. Hopefully Ppotdot does not have a death like he did last. I think he might take it a little safe now after that death. Okay, he did get a drop, but that did not affect him any of it, because thankfully he was already airborne when he got. But on GreenMario's side, we got him coming up to Needle. And hopefully he does not have any missed shots. And he is done with Needle. And on Ppotdot's side, Shadow is done. Apparently he used up all his ammo on one of the hits, apparently. So now GreenMario is heading into Snake as Ppotdot is heading into Gemini. Hopefully there are no mistakes from Ppotdot's side. I don't know if Ppotdot's just gonna say, screw it, I'm taking Marine just to be safe, or he's just gonna go for it. Because that's definitely something to think about going. And GreenMario's having a little bit of difficulty with that first zip, but finally gets it. Ppotdot's saying no to that zip. He's just going for it. So fighting Gemini, like if you fight Gemini first, it's definitely a harder fight because they share a health pool, and you have to kind of wiggle back and forth, hitting both of them. But after a certain point, one of them will go away, and you'll only be left with one. GreenMario just making do with those zips. Thankfully, no bad issues on GreenMario's side. Come on, Ppotdot. Ppotdot's saying no to that E-Tank. And Ppotdot's in the door. So both respective runners are in the door for their fights very short. Whoa! Jesus, Ppotdot! Stop scaring me like that. Like, he is literally putting me on it. Ppotdot with these 1 HP strats, I swear. I guess they don't call him Ppotdot1 for no reason. He's calculating with 1 HP. So now Ppotdot's heading into Needle, whereas our good buddy GreenMario is heading into Magnet, and probably making quick work of Proto. My heart rate is too damn high. Yeah, Ppotdot's just making quick work of these needle sections. And Ppotdot using Magnet instead of Gemini laser on these Hammer Joes, just going through and just destroying them. And he is about to destroy Needle. Hopefully no miss Gemini laser. And no miss Gemini laser on either fight for either run. And Ppotdot is out of here. I think Ppotdot might be getting a little time back on GreenMario. It might be hard to say. We'll know once they get out of their 8 robots. Because I think they both have 2 left. Yeah, so Ppotdot going to Spark versus GreenMario going into Hardman. So GreenMario has the ability to use Shadow Blades on these beasts, which makes it a lot easier. Oh no, not the beast! Oh god, the beast! Oh god, yes, the beast! And apparently he rushed too far into the wall, could just barely get. So one thing is, with these monkeys, you want to kill that first monkey because it creates a lot of additional lag if he decides to hop to the right. And you would definitely see it. And Ppotdot is just making his way on over to Sparky. So the one thing is, you don't want to slide on these elevators, you want to walk off them, slide on the platforms, and walk on the elevator. And Sparky should be down very short. He just wants to make sure that he is dead center. And Sparky is down. And GreenMario just making Proto like a joke. They're definitely making this run look like so. Ppotdot onto his 8 Robot Master, and GreenMario just finishing off his. So I feel these runs are really close. The B button is definitely one. So one thing I haven't talked about is for Mega Man 3, instead of having to go all the way to the right to menu to page 2 or 1, you can just press the B button and it'll swap you back and forth. Take that with a grain of salt, anybody who's ever played this. And it's definitely helpful, but sometimes you could just be flipping back and forth not realizing it. I've done that many of the times. So GreenMario is definitely making his way towards Sparkman. So is Ppotdot. I think Ppotdot's just gonna have a slight lead, leaving 8 Robos. Like, they're probably gonna either be very close or just Ppotdot might have just a slight lead. It's very hard to say, but we will find out very shortly because both of our runners are on their final screen. Yeah, it's super close. It's hard to say. Oh. Ppotdot has to jump to the center, so just... I think they're like within seconds of each other. So Ppotdot is out at 47. And GreenMario is out at 53 seconds. Jesus. You guys are giving us a race. There could definitely be a third race. Yeah, let's go Ppotdot, man. Ppotdot, even after that death, Ppotdot is playing like a madman. He wants to go to the next round. He definitely wants to go. So one thing about Mega Man 3 is you'll have these dock stages in between the castle stages after your 8 robots, which gives you a little bit more time to utilize and learn your weapons. Plus, those dock stages bring back the robots from Mega Man 2. So, as you see in Doc Needle, we have Airman, and then the following one is going to be Clash. So we'll have 2 robot men. So on GreenMario's side, we have Flashman. So one unique thing about Mega Man 3 on the Japanese version is Flashbang will fire a single shot if you're using the Japanese vert, or a barrage if you're using the US vert. So on Ppotdot's side, you see that he's popping off the top of Russia. One, that's to consume ammo, and two, that is to prevent them from getting hit by these mosquitoes, because they're gonna track your movement, and they're thinking you're at the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, whichever you prefer. And Ppotdot is making quick work of those mechs. Please don't give me a heart attack, Ppotdot, like last time. And met number 2 down. So Ppotdot's saying no to that big health drop. And it looks like GreenMario might have just gained a little bit of time back, but still hard to say, because he took one of the longer stages, so we still won't know until they're out of the dock stage, but they're definitely close. They're probably about the same. So we got the music despawn on GreenMario's side, because you can. It's definitely one thing that it helps with lag management. So how the music despawn oh no! So how the music despawn happens is you're basically killing yourself while you're transitioning to the next screen. So the game kind of doesn't know what to do, so it just sends you on forward. Yes, the game was like, input, tasty. I mean, Ppotdot had a bad game 1, so I guess this is fate just giving it back to him. It's like, here's game. We want you to have a game 3. Yeah, that section is definitely a difficult one, but if you play it right and the same way every time, you shouldn't have an issue. Sometimes you could just jump on that same platform to give you a little bit more time on that platform. And here we have on GreenMario's side just taking out Woodman with Needle, because it just Ooh, GreenMario used up an extra shot. I hope that doesn't bite him in the butt. Thankfully, he is out of there. So GreenMario is facing He-Man. Maybe we could get some doubles? No doubles. So one thing about He-Man, he'll still follow the traditional 30, 60, or 90 frames. So sometimes he can give you some early hits, and then sometimes he can give you some long hits. Time to do the Gemini Salsa. So now GreenMario is in Needle stage versus Ppotdot in Gemini. So these guys are just following very closely to each other. Ppotdot just like trying not to make any small mistakes. But like these little mistakes are just adding up. Hopefully he can get out of here quickly. Oh no, he had Quick just basically just dunking on him. Hopefully, no. Not Quick Man. Flash Man. I can't remember. It's late. It's past midnight. Ppotdot just says no and just goes for rush jet strats, which I do not blame him, considering what has happened this game and last game. I do not blame him one bit. So, Ppotdot is coming up onto Bubble. So Bubble can give you... He can give you 1, 2, or 3 bubbles. Let's see what we get. We get 2 bubbles. And he is down. So I believe we just got 1 more Doc Robot on Ppotdot's side and 1 more on GreenMario's side. So I want to say Ppotdot definitely has the lead after that death from GreenMario. So Ppotdot got the music despawn, which there are 2 different variations. There's one where you can go to the wall, which is 100% consistent, or once you drop down, you're going to turn to the left and tap 1 frame to the left and then slide, and you should get pretty much consistently. But let's see who comes out on top. So Ppotdot is in shadow, whereas GreenMario is in spark. Oh no! I definitely think GreenMario is a little bit off kilter. Hopefully, he can maintain his cool. Oh no, these drops! Ppotdot, be careful! If Ppotdot got enough drops that he did not have to damage boost or do any weird funky business there. Thankfully, Ppotdot did not have to resort to Gemna. Because that's definitely some... Hopefully we can get some double hits on Ppotdot's side. No doubles. Is GreenMario gonna go for the music? So Ppotdot is out first. Oh, he went for and did not get. That's... Oh! That's very bad. Yeah, he's a dock stage and a Breakman fight behind. Yeah, maybe GreenMario isn't used to being up this late, so probably fatigue from the day could probably just be hitting him. Yeah, definitely. And oh no, Ppotdot, you don't want to give any of your lead back. We could have a game 3 already. Just keep going, Ppotdot. So Ppotdot actually decided to say no to sliding on the spike. I don't know if he knows he's ahead, because if he knows he's ahead, he just wants to clutch it out and just get this victory. So these Hammer Joes, you want to shoot them with 2 magnet missiles because it just, I think they take 6 regular shots, whereas magnet missile just 2 shots and it just keep on. So Ppot's coming into Kamigoro, or the Turtle Maker, and he's gonna swap to Shadow. You could use Top, which has a little bit bigger of a hitbox, but both weapons will do. So Ppot is out of Wily 1 at 30-21. And GreenMario is out of dock stages at 30-33. So probably about a good minute to 2. And Ppot's just making quick work of these bees. Where's that Shadow Blade? And hopefully no deaths. Okay. Ppot is gonna go for easy though. Should be easy. He's got it set up. Easy. So basically what happens right there is you gotta get yourself set up and you just have to have a good mash. A good first mash. The better your first mash, the less you have to mash for the second time. But you just gotta find your rhythm for mashing. But Ppot is just rolling through. And Ppot decides to despawn that Disco Fever up top. Create a little less lag for him. And GreenMario is coming into Kamigoro Machine. It's looking like a 2-minute deficit between these runners. And Ppot coming up into the clones. Fire 2 shots, swap to top, and boom. And he's out at 30-45. And GreenMario out at 30-49. So roughly about 2 minutes. We might be going into game 3, boys. We're in it for the long haul. Can maybe Ppot clutch out game 3? But we're jumping ahead of ourselves. Bedtime is canceled. GreenMario, I hope you realize you're on Snake. Okay, thank God. So Ppot is just using top spin on our good buddy Shadow and just demolishing it. Still has plenty of top if he decides to go for the top set. Oh no! 1 hit away. And Top Man is down. And Hardman is not far behind him. And now we're gonna swap to Gemini and just take out Gemini and his buddy Needle. So one thing you want to be careful there is a slight chance that you could kill both clones before it transitions into phase 2, and you can't off them. Ppotdot gonna take this health for a little extra safety net going into this next 2 fights. And I don't blame him. And Ppotdot is now on Spark. He think quick work of Sparky here. And he is done with refights. And he is heading into the Wily Walker. So he's gonna kill this center portion with Snake. Wait till the health is filled up. Fire 2 snakes to the left to create lag, and jump and just fire away. And GreenMario is coming into refights as basically Ppotdot is going into Gamma. And here we go. Swap to Shadow. Get some shots off on Gamma in the right direction. And Ppotdot is... Oh, he misses the last shot. And Ppotdot takes game 2 with a 36-46. So, I hope you guys are ready for game 3. So, GreenMario just decided to not go forward and finish this run, so he is going forward just for game 3. I am gonna set up our last race, hopefully our last race tonight for Mega Man 3. So for our race rooms from Racetime DD, we had a interesting couple of race room names. We had Funky Fortress for race 1. We had Pogtastic Right for race 2. And race 3 race room is Disco Turtles. Okay, looks like our runners are getting ready for race number 3. And race shall begin shortly. Oh boy. I did not expect this. Bedtime's canceled. I want to see a good, clean final race. Hopefully both of them can keep it together. Oh, this has been a couple of races. And we are off. We got GreenMario starting with top and Ppotdot starting with Magnet Man. Hopefully no early Magnet death. I am doing well. I'm just doing this late night commentary. Not falling off chairs. Thank you very much. And Ppotdot, no death into Pro Man, just demolishing him, and he is out. And GreenMario is taking out these Met Dozers to eliminate a lot of extra lag. And now he's heading into these cat rooms and just not as clean as the first two races for that first cat room. Usually you want to get up there on your third jump. So, not the worst, but still doable. So on Ppotdot's side, you see him doing, oh no, extra Yokus. Oh, Ppotdot, what are you doing, man? Like, as Ppotdot said inside in chat, those were definitely Yokus. Yes, they were definitely some Slowku. Yeah, Ppotdot, like... Okay. Oh no. Magnet giving him the business on the last hit. So it looks like GreenMario probably has got about a 5 to 7 second lead. He's got a small lead. So Ppotdot is heading over to Hardman, and unlike GreenMario, who will have Shadow Blade, he has to do this with Magnet Missile. So he's gonna do the third one with Rush Coil and just smashing it down. And on GreenMario's side, we see him just going through this section where he's taking out these little walker enemies and grenade walking enemies and just going through. Hopefully no strange deaths here. I don't want any more strange deaths. As much as I'd love to see Ppotdot, I don't want to see any more interesting deaths. So Ppotdot is going through and taking out these Metos. Just going through. And just making quick. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! I don't know if he has an E-Tank. Yeah. So one thing is, if memory serves me correct, the longer you hold down the B button, the more it's gonna drain your Shadow Blade. So, not Shadow Blade, but Top Spin. So, generally you'll just tap it. So that definitely gives Ppotdot a lead. probably not the way he was expecting to take the lead. But GreenMario definitely working through it, just keeping his space. Hopefully he can keep his cool. Oh god, that lag from Ppotdot's side. I'm gonna say I am very impressed by the Buster. That Buster fight is not easy because he is so unpredictable. So GreenMario is just going through one of the longest sections in this game. Gemini stage is pretty damn long, especially that first screen. It feels like it should be 2 or 3, but it's just one long continuous. So right before the screen ends, he's gonna slide into the screen transit so he can jump over this little transition. Is he gonna go for the zip? He gets the zip. So he's gonna shoot these balls out to lure these tadpoles out early. So when he shoots these balls, no more tadpoles can spawn, because only 3 can spawn at a time. GreenMario is a little low on health, so he decides he's gonna take this ammo drop, this health drop. Hopefully, no weird shenanigans on GreenMario's side. He's going for these slides and just going through. Okay, he made it through. No deaths. And Ppotdot is heading over to Shaman. Unlike GreenMario, he will at least have a backup weapon to take out Shadow just in case he runs out of top spin. That is one benefit of doing Ppotdot's route versus going top first. And Ppotdot just making quick work of Gemini. So now, So now GreenMario is heading over to Needle, which is gonna give us our rush jet. So he swaps over to Gemini to basically one-hit KO these porcupines. And he's just trying to keep continuously just making this room go good. But he's making very small, slight move. And ooh, he gets hit by that mosquito. And Ppotdot just barely holding on to top spin. And now Ppotdot is heading on over to Gemini versus GreenMario, taking out Needle with four Gemini shots, and just he's done. So one thing about the Gemini laser, if you ever miss the shot and it just lags up the game, that sprite's not one sprite, it's 3 sprites in one. So it's just ridiculously lag. And GreenMario heading into Snake Man, going for some snake zips? Or is he gonna say no to snake zips this time and just go for rush jet strats? And it does not look like Ppotdot got the zip, so he just had to mash his way through. Oh god, no. So Ppotdot is just taking a quick deboost from that first mosquito and just damaging straight into that second penguin house. Oh no! Apparently Ppotdot has to make the call to our good friend, Rush Marine. Our good amphibious Rush Marine. And this is one section that like you almost never play with the music on because you almost never miss it. And Ppotdot's saying no to that E-Tank. He's like, I don't want any business with it. He just wants to keep going. Oh! Like, thankfully that the room where Ppotdot died is the checkpoint, so it wasn't the worst death. It was a death, but he didn't lose so much time. But he's slowly getting it back to GreenMario. I don't know. It looks like they might have probably just tied it back up. So, thank you, Muffins. This is round 3. So, this is a very clean and close race, so... And GreenMario just making his way through, just killing all these enemies, so everyone say it with me. The duo? I gotta see what happened. Oh god. Okay, so I'm gonna pay attention to Ppotdot's side for a moment. So Ppotdot is heading into our good buddy Needle's fight, and oh no! As we shall name him, Nadua! So it looks like what happened there is he didn't get jump and fired a shot. Yeah, at least the rebound hit. The worst is when it doesn't rebound, it doesn't hit. So these racers are really close. Like, it looks like they're basically seconds apart, you know? Any mistake could give the other runner the lead. Like, Ppotdot has a higher PB, so he wants GreenMario to make a mistake, to just have the chance to go into the next round. Because Green Mario has a PB of a 34.39. Pot has a PB of a 35.57. But these runners are giving it their all. And Ppot's not even letting those last two games even phase him. Neither is Green Mario, they're just giving it their all. Green Mario just taking out these Met Dozers while Ppot is on the final section. Here you want to walk off the elevators and slide on the platforms, because you slide on the platform, you may not make it, or slide on the elevator, you may not make it onto the next elevator. Sometimes you just fall to your death. And I think it puts you, I think that's the checkpoint, or probably one screen prior. And Ppot is heading into his last boss. And Green Mario making quick work of Hardman. These runners just make quick work of these stages. So Ppot is going to go above these snakeheads, whereas I believe Green Mario went for the zip on those snakeheads. I don't know exactly how the zip works, but I know it has something to do with the waving of the body, and then if you're what's it called? If you're sliding to the left, it'll sometimes zip you over. Unlike Mega Man 2, there's not many zips in this game, so the developers actually got pretty smart from 1 and 2. They're like, huh. It's like, yeah, we're taking all these zips that you like to have fun with. So when comparing the two, you can't it's really hard to compare them because they're doing two different routes, and it's really hard to compare. We'll know exactly where they stand when they both come out of their 8 robots. And I think Ppot might be coming up just slightly ahead. Okay, so it looks like both of these guys have to climb up to their platforms. Ppot is out of here with a 1748, and Green Mario's 1751. Oh god. This is a close race. Yeah, that death for Ppot like gave back a whole bunch of time back to Green Mario. So Ppot is gonna opt to do Needle first, which is one of the longer stages. Whereas Green Mario is gonna opt to do Gem Knife first. Most runners will just do whichever dock stage gives us the most difficulty first, and then just rotate from there. Like, some people will opt for Gem Knife, some will opt for Needle, some will opt for Spark. Like, it's just your personal preference. And you see over here we got Green Mario making sure that he's got these tadpoles out, so he can just go straight through. And on Ppot's side, we got him facing Airman. So the dock stages are basically a reimagining of the Mega Man 2 bosses. And Ppotdot is just going straight through, having to take this rush as a... This is a section you do not want to die. Because it uses a lot of rush. Like... So... Are you talking about when he slightly zipped through? So... I don't know exactly how it works, but like if you're sliding against airmen, sometimes it'll just zip you towards him. And Ppotdot is just making quick work of that first bet, heading towards the second one, and that second one is down and out. Ppotdot, we need hard knuckle, not snakes. And he just demolished Doc Clash. So GreenMario is going for the music despawn and gets it. So Ppotdot is heading over to Doc Spark. One of my more difficult stages. Just gonna go oh no! Giving a slight lead back to some time back to the GreenMario. He's just giving time back. He doesn't. These runs are so close, and they probably don't even know how close they are. Yeah, these runs are just making these fronts super clean, and they're just destroying. GreenMario's gotta be careful. He is super low on health. But thankfully there's a big drop right here. I don't know if Ppotdot's even gonna go for the music despawn. He's probably just gonna say screw it. Yep. He just said screw it because it's not even worth it. So Ppotdot is like basically, I forgot to mention in the previous two, there's these little electric flying guy. If you just let him scroll off the screen, you can actually just despawn, which ends up creating a lot less lag. And Ppotdot is heading into Doc Quickman, which is one of the heavy hitter bosses, and GreenMario just make quick work. Okay. It looks like both of our racers are in the chat, but probably not listening to the race. Like, these guys do not know how close they are. Like, if I were to say, if they're less than 5 seconds apart after dock stages, I would be upset knowing who wins or loses at that point, because they've put on phenomenal 2 races already. So Ppotdot over here, he's shooting down these little bubbles to get these tadpoles out and then just mashing straight through them. So he wants to make sure that he has 3 of these tadpoles out so he can just mash straight through. And over here on GreenMario's side, we got the long auto scroll section where these mosquitoes will track your positioning, so you kind of want to make sure that you hop to basically above the top of the screen, so they will track you further down on the screen. Because in NES games, the top and bottom of the screen are interconnected. So Ppotdot is going for the Shadow Blade strat. Let's go! Ooh! Good job, Ppotdot. No deaths. No matter how many times I see it, it makes me shake just because I think somebody's gonna make a mistake and die there. So 2 bubbles from Doc Bubble, and it looks like GreenMario just giving a slight bit of time back to Ppotdot. Like, I think Clash just got away from him right quick. And Ppotdot going for the music despawn and gets it. So once you get that despawn, you want to stop holding left because you can die on the next screen. I've seen it happen and I've done it many times. So getting that despawn actually gets rid of a lot of extra lag that's on the screen. But now you have no music. Okay, Ppotdot, you got this. And we're through the hardest section. So GreenMario is heading over to Doc Metal, and Ppotdot is heading over to Doc's Wood. So it looks like GreenMario probably just has a slight lead. Probably not a huge one. I think, yeah, he went for the music despawn again. Kind of surprised he went for it considering what happened last race. Oh god. I was surprised that Ppotdot went for that. So it looks like GreenMario's gotta be slightly ahead getting out of here. Oh! A tie. They're tied. Like, it's milliseconds at this point. Yeah, like, it's synced. Like, I think Ppotdot might just have a slight lead. This is a race. Like, if these guys didn't know how close they were, it's a great. Ppotdot is just slowly giving time back. Like, anything that GreenMario makes a mistake on, Ppotdot has to capitalize on, because he does not have much room for error. He's got very little room for it. And he's just giving more time to him. So we've got on GreenMario's side and Ppotdot side, the Kamigoro machine or the tournament. They're both gonna opt for using Shadow Blades, and oh no! And I think GreenMario had a really good fight there. So one thing is, you do not want to die on that fight, especially on the Japanese version, because that's a soft lock. Because that room prior where you'd beam in, there are 3 blocks, and where you'd beam in, you'd get stuck. Like, this is a race. Ppotdot really needs GreenMario to miss easy. If he misses it, that gives Ppotdot that time back. Oh! There goes. There it goes. Easy. Oh no! Oh no! Get out of it! Jesus! Yes, literally, not the B. No, like, that was definitely impressive. Oh, he definitely is frustrated after that death. Most runners at that point would just reset because that's what you're used to. But you don't have that. So GreenMario is coming into the clones fight. So he jumps on Rush Coil, swaps the top, and boom, they're done. Oh! He probably didn't realize that he was such low health. He's definitely like on tilt because of that. Those bees, he probably didn't even realize he was on low health. He just went to autopilot. And right here, we have GreenMario heading into the refight. Unfortunately, this is pretty much GreenMario's game at this point. Like, it would require GreenMario to pretty much game over at the end of refights to give Ppotdot a chance. And GreenMario just taking out Top Man, just making his way through the refight. Taking out Harmon, just making his way over. Now he's swapping over to Gemini, taking Gemini out with his own weapon. Oh no! Say it with me. Nadua! I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional, but it worked out. Like, I definitely feel feel bad for Ppotdot losing all that time in Wily 2. Because right now, GreenMario is basically done with Refight. And clones are done. So GreenMario right here is gonna swap to Snake, mash out this turret, shoot 2 to the left, and then just jump and take him out. And he is coming up on game. He is about to finish. Oh, no. So Ppotdot ran out of topspin, but opted to swap to his soft weakness, which is his own weapon. Since he had to do that, he decides, I'm gonna take out, do basically a reversal, and GreenMario takes out Gamma. He is our winner. Taking game 3. And Ppotdot's just gonna finish this out. Oh, Ppotdot, no. So, one thing you saw Ppotdot do there is he backed away slightly. So, the hard knuckle at least has a little bit of travel time, so he doesn't soft lock on that hard man fight. And Ppotdot has just finished up his oh, not his race. He has just finished up Wily Walker. And he is heading up on his way to Gamma. Hello, GreenMario.
Hello. How are you all?
How are you? So, do you guys know how close you were heading into Wily 2 in that last race?
I saw a message that said like 5 seconds going into Wily 2 or something.
You were at one point. You guys were milliseconds heading into Wily 1.
Yeah, we were stupidly synced. It was really funny.
It was ridiculous. So, Ppotdot, tell me about that game 1.
Game 1 was just a comedy of beef. That's what that one was. I think I beefed every single stage, or at least it felt like it. I swear I died like 6 or 7 or even 8 times, but I somehow didn't game over. So that was that.
Yeah, something that I saw interesting was that Gemini laser on Doc Shadow.
Oh, to get across the bridges and stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
I think you had
yes,
to-
yeah.
Kill
Yeah.
the
Well,
terrorists.
I didn't have enough magnet, and you like laser is technically the backup because you can hit everything because it's huge. It's just really laggy.
I use
Yeah,
that for the
I've
backup
just
too.
never seen that. I'm like, what's he gonna do? Opt for topspin?
No.
Whew.
So,
Gosh.
any notable good points during that first race for you, Green Mario?
I had a pretty good 8 robots. I don't know, I had a good flow early on. But yeah, I was happy I didn't really, I think I died maybe like once later on, I can't remember from game 1. But boy, game 2 was just train wreck. It was awful. The game over somewhere, I can't even remember. I died so many times.
I may have accidentally commentary cursed you.
Oh yeah.
During Gemini.
Whew.
So, what are your thoughts on that Gemini death? Because I didn't even know if that could happen.
Yeah, I feel like I've never died that particular way. I mean, even in no reset runs, I generally don't go for that E-tank on Gemini, because I just generally don't need it, but I was like, you know, I mean, just
It's a
grab
race.
it, just in case. It's a race, you know, I might need it, and then I don't even know how I just, like, missed the ladder or missed the block, just, everything was just instant death, and then...
Oh no, you don't get the E-take very often, so you don't know to just slide left and hold up the whole time.
I definitely know that, and that's what I thought I did, but I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
That's a little bizarre. Like,
I've never died that way. Honestly,
I thought you
first time.
probably accidentally pressed A.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I was just like, what is happening? I was laughing. It was a good time.
So, what are your thoughts on that game 2, Papa?
Game 2, I died in the first screen of Magnet in a pit I've never died before in, because I was trying to optimize a jump to another platform, and I got really mad. And then my Magnet stage was awful after that too, so I was just like super mad going into the rest of the game.
Was that the Slowku one, or that was game 3?
Game 3 was Slowku's. But game 2, I took 1 billion damage on every single enemy. Like, I couldn't kill any eyeball. So I ended up going into the magnet fight with like 10 HP or something. So I could only deboost one time.
Man.
Yeah, I think you had 1 HP when you finished that fight. I'm like, please don't die.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys definitely had me on the edge of my seat.
I think I finished like 7 bosses with 1 HP over the course of those 3 runs.
Jesus, Papa. So, anything notable from game 1 or 2 that you can recall?
In general, my docks in game 2 were pretty solid. Like, I didn't make any major mistakes. I did have to. Well, I guess game 2 was my odd Gemini. Odd dock Gemini, where I had to do more rush jetting on the water screen because I took like 4 hits from Dock Flash.
Gotcha.
But like in general, my dock stages and my castle stages went pretty decently in game 2. I got a bunch more golds in those in stages that I should be getting golds in, essentially. So
gotcha. Did you guys get any golds during those races or any?
Yeah,
nope.
I got like, I think I got 1 or 2 golds in race 1, and then like 5 in race 2,
Nice.
and then 2 in race 3. There's definitely more I have in there, and like, there's there's more to do, but over the course of those 3 races, my sum of best went from 35, I think 11 to 34.59 now. So,
Hey, nice. The minute barrier.
So Green Mario, I think it was either game 1 or game 2. What was up with that gamma?
I don't know. I kind of was just like,
On autopilot?
yeah, I was like, oh, that didn't work for some reason. Like, let me try, like, shooting. I was like hopped on Rush Jet. Let me try shoot him. Switched to top again. I don't know why he didn't take. I guess I delayed it or something, and it's just like started switching to Snake. I was like, I'll just try to kill him somehow. Like I don't even know what happened. I just goofing around.
That was definitely a race. So
Yeah, it was a race. It was a race.
Race 3 was a race. You guys were, because Ppotdot gained an early lead because you ran out of top spin on Shadow.
Yeah.
And then Ppotdot died somewhere, basically giving...
I died in like the first single block of Gemini. So it's not like a huge death, but I did rush Marine the rest of that.
Yeah.
Doing single blocks with music on, I tried one time and never again.
Yeah, at least you have that option.
We both definitely had some Rush Marine this match.
Yeah, like that's probably one of the best spots to die in the Gemini section.
Yeah,
because
if I was gonna die anywhere, right there at the very start was the way where I would have chosen to die if I had to force a death.
yeah, like that basically gave most of the time that you had from him having to do Shadow Buster only, which, oh god, that was a fight.
Yeah, that was really terrifying. And boy, is that not something I practice very often at all, ever, if ever.
I'm surprised you even managed to make it through. I thought I was expecting a game over.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough where if I run out of top spin with Magnet first, I can swap to Hard Knuckle and it does 2 damage each.
Yeah, I remember Magnet first strats like that. That's cool.
Yeah, so both of you guys coming out of 8 robots were like about 5 seconds apart. Ppotdot had a slight lead on you.
Nice.
But coming out of dock stages, you guys were maybe a second, maybe in half a second behind. Like, I think Ppotdot had just a slight edge. He just had a better Breakman fight, which gave him a slight lead, but oh god. Like, you were just bleeding time to him in Wily 1.
Yeah, my Wily 1 was not clean at all. And then I don't need to talk about Wily 2. that was the most just play all the carnival music you could ever think of. It was a giant disaster, start to finish. I was laughing really hard. I went into the Yellow Devil fight the first time, and right as I did my first jump and started mashing, I'm like, wait a second, is this enough health? I tried to pause to use an E-tank, and couldn't get it out in time.
I think I had a similar thing. I think like the first or second game, I was like, "Am I gonna die? Let me E-tank on Wily, on the Yellow Devil fight or whatever."
So did you forget you didn't have enough health going into Yellow Devil, Ppotdot?
I just, it's not anything I ever think of, but because I don't normally take 10 hits from the bees on spikes trying to survive with Rush Coil.
Yeah, like I thought there's so many times like he's dead. No. It's like that was a entertainment to say the least.
That was I was laughing really hard. Is all I have to say there.
Anywho, fellas, I really need to.
Yeah,
go to bed. I have to wake up.
Green
super
Mario,
early.
you're up against Colonel Fatso. Are you ready for that?
No. No, I am not. I am definitely gonna practice some more, and I'll do my best. Yeah, gotta.
And it
Decent
looks
game
like the
3
pod
of
is
30
going
folks.
into the lower bracket. We would be facing up against
Do I know who I'm
Born
up against yet?
Confused.
Oh, I do. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
Should be good. Should be fun.
it should be a fun race.
Yeah.
Definitely look forward to both of you guys. Got anything else to say?
Thanks, GM, for sticking it out past your bedtime. I know you must be pretty tired.
No problem, no problem. That was a blast. I really had a lot of fun.
Yeah. And thank you, Conster, for sticking around and doing commentary for all 3 races.
Yeah, solo commentary for 3 races.
Yeah, I appreciate the solo comms. Yeah, thanks for everything. Again, like big shout outs to like Mellow, SpeedGaming,
Yeah.
you, Conster, Pot. That
Community.
was really fun. I definitely had a really good time like watching the 2 of us synced up and stuff. That was a
So
lot
were
of fun.
any of you guys listening at all?
No,
I wasn't listening. I was just watching.
I
Okay.
can't watch or listen at the same time, unfortunately. I don't think I would watch. Just too much added pressure. I like just doing my thing.
But I think with that, we are gonna have SpeedGaming send us off. I think we're taking much of their time. I don't know if they've got anywhere to be, but we will send it off. Catch you all later. Let's see if we have any more games coming up. I know we have 2 more scheduled, I believe, Saturday. Let me pull that right up. So on Saturday, we actually got 3 races scheduled. At 12 Eastern, we got Infinite versus Futuristic Mega. Then at 7:30 p.m., we got Madu versus Mushroom Boy. And then at 10 p.m., we got Beko versus Sade. It's jam-packed Saturday, so that's definitely gonna be some races. But anywho, we are gonna send you guys on off. Later.